right, friends, how you doing? We are going to do a this is a mock draft here, so it's not for money, it's not a best ball. We're going to go with more a traditional strategy. We're going to use the app 16 Rounds Plus to help us pick players. And so we are going to go, the app is open here on the right-hand side of the screen. We've got to just answer 3 questions to get it set up. First of all, how does your league score points? Do the half-point PPR, because that's what this is. It's a half-point PPR draft. Do you want to engage the counselor's recommended player filters? No, I want to see all the players. And then we put in the size of the league. It's a 12-team league. We are picking third. So let's go ahead and enter. And what this is doing is it's breaking down the list, the top 250 list for each round of the draft based on where we are picking. And in each round, you have a pot of players. Okay, so we're starting. I guess we're getting started. Yes, we are. Okay. So what the app is recommending is saying we should take Bijan Robinson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or CeeDee Lamb with our first pick. I like all those choices. We can start out with running back. Now, I typically, in most of my drafts this year, I've been going wide receiver first because the top tier wide receivers are such a level above the second and third tier. It's hard to ignore that. And whereas with the running backs, it's actually, it looks like this is being auto-picked. With the running backs, there's good running backs in the second round. So, but here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead. We're going to take Bijan as our first pick. All right. Because that's the top recommended player for this round. And then all you do is when you're done with your round 1, you just click to round 2. And round 2 is going to show you who to expect for who's going to be available. Who can you probably get? So it's showing us Rachaad White as a reach. That's what the little hands mean. It's a reach. So I'm not sure I would take him as a second round player. Isaiah Pacheco's a long shot. We'll see if he makes it to us. I do like Isaiah Pacheco. Josh Jacobs is another running back here. A lot of running backs here. Chris Olave also should make it to us at the second pick. And I do kind of like the idea of pivoting to Chris Olave. I do like him. I think he's a solid choice this year in the second round because if we go to the third round wide receivers, who's there? Well, Chris Olave's a long shot to the third round. Mike Evans would probably be our one, right? Mike Evans or Michael Pittman. So, that's, this is a good tool to have to let you know, like, oh, okay, so if I take this kind of player, what of the other kind of player will be available on the next round, right? If we go to round 3 running backs, we can see here, well, Rachaad White, Kenneth Walker, Joe Mixon are the players most likely to still be there. Okay. So that this is basically how the tool works. And it's a live draft tool to just help you in a live draft and offer you information, for instance, like Rachaad White. Oh, it's a contract year for Rachaad White. I love contract year players. That's why I always mark them off in my thing. So is Isaiah Pacheco. Hey, bonus. Josh Jacobs right here. This little upward bouncing ball. That's a bounce back player. Obviously, he had a down season last year after his number 1 finish in 2022. And so this is basically showing that we believe he's going to rebound here because basically everything about his situation is upgraded as related to last year. You can see Travis Etienne here, Devin Achane. Now this, you can see here, by the way, this is the Cuddy score. This is how we rate all the players. We give them a Cuddy score, and it stands for consistency, upside, durability, depth chart, and youth. They score points. Those points are added up. It's a scale of 1 to 100. 100 is best. And basically, if there's a green circle around their Cuddy score, that's a recommend. But you'll also see this, like this yellow triangle. That's a risky player. Devin Achane's a risky player. You got to like the upside of the Miami offense, but it's a crowded backfield, and he's a small player with low durability. There's lots of issues here with Devin Achane. You really have to want to go out on a limb to want to take him. So that's basically how that works. And then you'll also see, let's just bring up the whole list. There's also red stop signs. There's one. Devontae Adams is a red stop sign. And what that just means is don't draft. Don't draft that player, even if he falls. Even if he falls to the next round or whatever, you're like, oh, wow, Devontae Adams made it to the third round. I wouldn't touch him no matter what. The red the stop sign players are hardly ever a good choice. So you want to stay away from them. And of course, we're early in the draft here, so there are tons of green circle players. But as we go round to round, there's going to be less and less of them, right? as to be expected, when the most desirable players get picked. So this first round is going very slow for only a 30-second timer. I have to say, I cannot believe we're only at pick 12. But for me, in most of my drafts, I've gone with one of the elite wide receivers. And it's really this group right here. It's Tyreek, Amon-Ra, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Nope, he's a no. A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, and then also CeeDee Lamb. If I can get one of those 6 guys, I will usually take them in the first round. Because, again, you can still get really good running backs here. I mean, these are really good options. I see a lot of players auto drafted. That's why it's going so slow. It was going so slow. It was just auto draft, and now they're going to be picked much quicker. So that's good. It should go a lot faster at this point. But you can see in the first round, 5 running backs were taken. You can still get good running backs in the second and third round. There's really good RB1s that you can get in those rounds. So you don't need to spend all the draft capital to get someone like a Bijan or a Brees or a Christian McCaffrey. I think it's actually a poor idea personally, but we're going with the top recommendations on each round. And, it also depends on who else makes it to us. So you can see here, Chris Olave looks to be a little bit of a long shot to make it to us, but we will see. Devontae Adams, it's one pick to us. Olave's right at the top. Pacheco's there, so that's really good. Like I said, if Chris Olave makes it, we'll take him. Otherwise, we'll probably go Pacheco because I do like Pacheco. He was a long shot to make it to us anyway. So we'll see what happens here with this player. 4 seconds to go. Who is he going to take? And I hope he doesn't just auto-pick Chris Olave because I think that's probably what's going to happen. Yep, it was an auto-pick. All right, so I'm going to take Pacheco here. So we're going bully RB, man. That's what they call it. You take multiple of the same position in the first 2 picks. That's a bully strategy. But we're going to go to the third round, and look at that. Mike Evans just came off. Darn, man, I can't believe it. He came off so early. But we really do kind of need to pivot. And this is why I don't like skipping on wide receivers, man. Because again, it's this group. Maybe Cooper Kupp if he makes it to us. Now, Cooper Kupp's not one of the recommended. It's telling me Rashad White. It's telling me Patrick Mahomes. It's telling me Kenneth Walker. I don't want to take another running back right now. You can only start 2. There is the flex, but I really need to pivot to another position here. If I wait to the 4th round, what wide receivers am I looking at? Pickens. Okay, so it's just not great. But you know what? I do like Cooper Kupp. I'm liking him more and more as we're going on here. He is healthy right now. I'll take him as my 1. I'm comfortable with that. That's a little bit off the schedule. Where is Cooper Kupp anyway? Is he Cooper Kupp's a risky pick. He's labeled as a risky pick, but he is, in my opinion, he's the number 1 receiver. He is an older receiver, has durability issues. That's his big risk. But, his volume is tremendous, and this is going to move much quicker now. I don't know why all these people joined. They're not playing. They're not doing this draft. This is why I don't like to do mock drafts, man, because it just goes to bots basically very quickly. Let's move to the 4th round here. So 4th round, it's telling me it's recommending Dalton Kincaid. It's recommending George Pickens. It's recommending Ramondre Stevenson. I would not mind going George Pickens as my 2. I'm very comfortable with that. There's also Malik Neighbors here, and you got to love the talent level of someone like Malik Neighbors, but he does have not a great situation with his quarterback. He's dealing with an injury right now. Let's see here. So who made it to me? All right. So we've got Malik Neighbors. There's Pickens. So Pickens is the highest rated wide receiver. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Pickens here with my pick. And let's move on to the 5th round here. So the 5th round, we've got, look at this. That would be really nice, actually. If Zay Flowers makes it to us, I would definitely take him. Najee Harris and Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice is also very interesting. I was pretty much out on him early, but it doesn't seem like that suspension is going to come through this season. I don't know. It could come through. That's the thing. That's still a risk, is it could come through midseason. I remember that happened to Zeke Elliott, a number of years ago. He was still a young player in the league when that happened. All right. So, look, we got some really good choices here. So we got Zay Flowers. We got Rashee Rice. They're both projected pretty equally. I think I like Zay Flowers better. So, okay. So I went with 2 running backs, and my 3 wide receivers are Cooper Kupp, George Pickens, Zay Flowers. That's not too bad. Now, 6th round, if I wanted to go quarterback, we got Jordan Love. Jordan Love's a long shot, so we'll see if he makes it back to us. I do like Jordan Love. I'm going to put the whole list up here. I do like Jordan Love because I do believe he's one of the few quarterbacks that could pocket passing quarterbacks that could get us to 40 touchdowns. And that's what you need in order to be like a top 3 quarterback if you don't run the ball. And Jordan Love does run the ball a little bit, but he's really a pocket passing quarterback. Also, Dak Prescott. Both these guys are long shots to make it to us, but it looks like pretty good that they should make it. Kyler Murray is also here. I don't know if he'll make it to us. Kyler Murray is a risky pick, obviously, coming back from that injury, but he's 2 years removed from that ACL tear. Oh, he's gone. It doesn't matter. All right. So if we want to go take our quarterback now, we could take Jordan Love. And I think that's a solid choice. There are some good wide receivers here. Look, Rashee Rice is still on the board. That's crazy. Calvin Ridley is there. I love Calvin Ridley. You know what, though? I think I'm going to take my quarterback. I'll take my quarterback here. And we'll just go one more round here. We'll just go to 7. 7, it's recommending Tyjae Spears, Jayden Daniels, Jonathan Brooks. Oh, Jayden Daniels is another rushing quarterback that I do like. I'm just not sure I have the guts to take him as my QB1. I'm just not sure I can do it. I'm not sure I can get there. But if we want to pivot back to running backs, Tyjae Spears, Jonathan Brooks, who I'm not really interested in because he is coming back from that knee injury. Jaylen Warren. Let's look at what running backs are on the board. Jaylen Warren, Javonte Williams is there, and Javonte is someone who I do like more as we've been going we've been going through the process here. His role seems pretty secure, and he's 2 years removed from his injury. It is a contract year. It's kind of like a do or die year from him, right? And it looks like he did make it. Look, okay, so Jaylen Warren did get selected, but you know what? I'm going to take Javonte as my 3rd running back. I think he's probably a decent flex play on any given week. I'm kind of excited to see what happens with the Denver Broncos this year. There's a lot of talk about that. So we started out, we got 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and our quarterback. That's really good. Tight ends we still have not addressed, but there's still pretty good tight ends on the board. Look, Kyle Pitts, Kittle, Ingram, Ferguson, Njoku, Bauer. I mean, there's some really good guys. And Freiermuth is one of my favorite, late tight ends, one you can get after everyone else is already taking their tight end. I like the value that he offers because he is like the number 2 receiver on that team. But that's basically how it works. It's just like a little side-by-side guide. It's giving you ratings. It's giving you important information about the player, their upside ratings, their durability, their consistency, all sorts of stuff that you want to know. And, of course, the Cuddy score is just like a big overall score to help with players. So, anyway, I'm going to run here. But thank you very much for watching. I invite you to go to the website, go to 16roundsplus.com. That's where you can find the app. You can sign up for a free trial. Look at a free limited version of the app. If you like it, you can subscribe. It's $24.95. That gives you access for unlimited drafts during this fantasy football season, during the preseason here. And the app is continuously updated to give you the latest information. So thank you very much for watching once again. Have yourself a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.